Hi, everyone. It's Kevin Martin, Chief Research Officer at I4CP. Well, work as we know it's been forever altered, but what are high performance organizations doing to support these new ways of working in a way that takes into account both the needs of the business as well as the needs of the individual employee? That formed the basis of our new study, From Cube to Cloud, the Next Era of Work. I'm excited to announce that we're going to be rolling out a new mini report or a brief, as well as related assets starting in mid-June for all of our members to utilize. But here's a sneak peek into what you have to look forward to. Thanks to all of you and to our partners, we captured another large global data set. Fully 45% of respondents were based outside of the United States. And interestingly enough, 43% of the respondents have only offered some form of flexible work arrangements on a formal basis just since the onset of the pandemic. So still relatively new. One of the key themes, if not the key theme that came out of this study, is that forcing employees, all employees, back to a company site is a bad idea. Why? Well, flexible work really worked. And our research really showed that. We found that high performance organizations, first off, were 2 times more likely than low performance organizations to indicate that their flexible work options over the past year were highly successful. What we also found is that across the board, innovation effectiveness actually went up since the onset of the pandemic, and that organizations that found success in flexible work, they also saw demonstrable gains in the overall health of their culture, their level of employee engagement, and importantly, the sense of connection that employees feel to the organization's purpose. Now, questions that this study will help our member organizations answer include: what should go into your definition of flexible work? When you make decisions about who is going to work on site versus remote or in a hybrid fashion, what should be part of that decision criteria? And when decisions come about to bring someone, for instance, who's in a hybrid working model back on site, what should those decision criteria include? Now, this study was very deep, so we also get into things such as leadership. Without a doubt, the pandemic has really altered what it means to be a leader and what true leadership is. We found that with our study earlier this year called Leadership Redefined, and those findings were not only echoed, but they were built on in this study, From Cube to Cloud. We also looked at the role of the office going forward. What are organizations intending to do with that office space or with their office spaces? And we also looked at things such as what type of employee benefits are more important to support flexible work, and a lot more. So what's next? We're going to roll out, as I mentioned before, a research brief or a mini report in the middle of June that spells out what the key findings are. And surrounding that will be assets that includes things like checklists of items to consider, models, and other infographics for your utilization. We also encourage you, very soon, we're going to open up at i4cp.com/events registration for our member-only webinar, where we're revealing the key findings for the first time in the middle of June. So please look for that at our website and work with your membership directors to learn more about this study and figure out how you can leverage this at your respective organizations. So thank you very much, and we look forward to supporting you in this journey.